So, what's the inspiration behind your first show garden?
Well, my inspiration is one of all of the senses, and the plants satisfying not only those senses but also people having the ability to access the garden who don't necessarily have full mobility. So not just for wheelchairs, but people who find walking difficult, but also people who maybe in care homes, maybe not, but people who want to use an outdoor space to enjoy their plants, whether they have a scent, whether they're something that's good to touch. Just people who want to reconnect with the gardens that perhaps they've had to give up or want to enjoy.
So, how long have you been gardening for, and where do you get your inspiration from?
Well, I've been gardening since I was very small. I've had a career in youth work, but mostly I've always come back to the gardening because I miss it terribly. I'm a designer now full-time and a gardener, and my inspiration, I guess, comes from all sorts of places really, from paintings, from other gardens and other gardeners, from products that I think will fit in with the lives of people, and of course, perhaps I should have said that first, it's the plants and the different strains and the colours and the effect, the good effect that they can have on us as people.
So how long did this garden take to build, and will you do another?
This garden took 2 weeks to build, and when we came here, it's an old car park, this area, so there was a JCB that we hired in to dig the whole thing up. So it took 2 weeks, a week to put the structure down and a week to plant. Yes, I'll do another one. I'm already thinking about my next garden, which I think might be grander and more involved, but we'll see. Hopefully, certainly here next year, and can't wait to start the whole process again.
Thank you. Which is your favourite gardening show, and what have you ever done a show garden yourself?
Can't choose a favourite because I like them all. I think they're all different. But I have done one show garden. I've done hundreds and hundreds of exhibits in marquees all over the place. But I did one proper show garden at Chelsea, and that was going on 20 years ago, no, maybe 10, 15 years ago. It was called 21 Century Street, and it was all about what an ordinary back garden might be like, and it was all about recycling and growing your own plants.
Which is your favourite part of the show? Is it the floral marquee by any chance?
Yeah, it is the best bit for me. It's always the floral marquee. I love the gardens and I love seeing what enterprising people like Harry made out there. But I also love the floral marquee because I think you meet new plants who you've never seen before, and there are so many really good people in there who know all about whatever it is they're growing. So you get smashing information from them all the time.
How long have you been gardening, and what is your inspiration?
Well, I'm going to be 68 next week. Is it next week or the week after? And I think I've been gardening most of my life, really. I think my real inspiration is nature, because I always loved looking at wildflowers and looking at birds, and I was always very interested. But I loved the idea that you could put a seed into the ground and actually see it grow and help it become a new plant.
And last but not least, what's your all-time favourite plant?
Oh, I hate having to choose my favourite plant because I always feel as though all the others are listening. I think it really would have to be primrose.
Thank you.